I wouldn't tell her anything because I wouldn't want her to change anything about herself. If I could go back time pun I macam tak apalah, biar je. Biarlah dia kena belajar sendiri. That's exactly what I would say. Like how I would answer this question. I would say nothing. I would not disturb anything. Hi guys, welcome back to my celebrity podcast. It is episode 3 and I hope you guys enjoy this one. I think the most important thing is creating art is to be just so sincere and just strip everything. Like, there is really no other way to create art, to create something, to write anything, to paint anything without absolutely stripping every bit of you. And I don't want to ever lose the ability to do that. And yeah, I think that's how maybe that inspires people. I don't know. Courage and strength does inspire people in a way that people can't see. You can just feel. So maybe that's why I feel like my art still is resonating towards my listeners and people who watch me on screen and my fans who are still around even after like 10 years. So maybe that's why, if I answer that question correctly. There's a lot of challenges in... I feel like for me, I feel like I've always been the bridge of like urban and mass. And my challenge has always been juggling between what kind of market do I want to tap into. Because I speak in English, tapi I orang Melayu, things like that. And like, you know, there's this struggle between like my mass market and my urban market, and they're always going to disagree with each other. And so whatever that I do here might not be correct here. Whatever I do here might not be correct here. So I always have to like sort of manage their expectation to who I am as a person, because sometimes they don't understand that people can be that binary. You know, that duality exists in people. I boleh cakap bahasa Melayu and I can speak in English too. I can write in both, you know, both language. I speak in both language. I can appeal to both markets as well. I can appeal to the urban market. I can appeal to mass. You know, maybe not full, but then that's why I feel like my challenge daripada dulu sampai sekarang is trying to like put myself in I don't know where I'm at actually in that spectrum. Faham tak? Where would you put me? I'm always the bridge. I'm always the middle of things. You know what I mean? So at first I'm trying to kind of group myself somewhere. Oh, maybe I'm finally mass. Because awal-awal I'm such an indie artist. You know what I mean? Tapi sekarang I'm macam, you know, you can just put me anywhere you want. Anywhere you see me fit. I'm just gonna be myself. I've tried to put myself in this mold. Maybe I can go do that project, so belah sana boleh terima sikit. Or maybe I can just stay here, so belah sini rasa I tak tinggalkan diorang. I tak tahu korang faham ke tak lah macam mana. You know, I hope people are understanding where I'm coming from. But now at this point in my life, in my career, I'm just gonna be me, and you guys can just put me anywhere you want. You know? Because I just don't feel like I want to mold myself into becoming any of those anymore. If I'm meant to be in the bridge and this person that's like so everywhere, then so be it. I'll just make that my thing, you know? I can be the actor and the singer and the writer and the producer and the director and someone who acts in this kind of movie and someone who rings in this kind of genre. Put me in everywhere, anywhere you want, you know? I'm done molding myself to fit what people define of me. I think Penat was one of my most successful songs sebab masa tu pandemic. And masa I tulis tu, Penat is actually about a relationship. I'm just like really tired of being in that relationship. I'm just so done. Like, tolonglah. Penat lah macam tu kan. Tapi I rasa because the title Penat represents so many kinds of exhaustion. Masa tu pun ramai orang dah penat, tak boleh keluar, penat duduk rumah, penat just kind of being depressed. And we were facing a lot of losses. So I think for me personally, that song was all the heaviness. I wouldn't say it's like penat relationship ke, penat apa ke. In my personal writing vibe masa tu, is about love, but the heaviness is about all the heaviness that I felt, which is being trapped as well. I think when it comes to acting, all of the roles that I played, it was always been like Daiyan or a portion of me. You know, I'm not sure if this is how other actors approach their roles. Tapi for every single role that I played, there's always a Daiyan in there. And I've tried very hard to separate my characters into a different entity. Macam tu. But there's always a part of me that's stuck in there. And of course, if you talk about like what I've learned from my characters, I've learned so much. Like I've learned a lot from Aida, you know, my character in Project Anchor SPM, and how determined she is. And I've learned a lot from my character in Mia, Project High Council, and how badass and how fierce she is, you know. So all of these characters will always have a special place in my heart lah, because I feel like as much as they are a part of me will always be left in them, like as you watch the series. I don't know, it's being an actor, I feel like a lot of my actor friends are also magical beings, because it's not easy to shape shift, you know. Yelah, shapeshifter kan, so shape shift yourself into all these roles and not absolutely lose your mind. I wouldn't tell her anything, because I wouldn't want her to change anything about herself. If I could go back time pun, I macam tak apalah, biar je. Biarlah dia kena belajar sendiri. That's exactly what I would say. Like how I would answer this question. I would say nothing. I would not disturb anything that would cause the whole world to melt down. You're not supposed to catch out the quantum of time and everything, you know. It's like meletup semua. Alright, so that was episode 3. Thank you for still tuning in. Don't forget to watch the next episode with me in my celebrity podcast.